if the not changing anything is going to affect.
But out of all of the maps we did see them play, and Vincent, especially in that grand final, this wasn't good. They didn't look that great on Lotus. It was worrying.
It was worrying, but I think the other factor that we need to then put into this is that even when we talk about Alpha not being here the entire time, so on and so on,
the thing. If they want to try and make this that little bit safer, they can throw the lockdown in. Timing for Yumpy again. They're going to be caught out as they head into the B site. Now the lockdown put into play. They have a showstopper if they need it as well. Safe's just gone past. To the right. He's just gone past.
10 seconds
I don't think they even realize, but the steps are eventually going to be heard by Derke, realizing they're still here, and then he swings off the back of that lockdown and just takes off both heads.
There he is himself. The king awakens for the first time on this day from his slumber. And even in the 4 versus 5, sure, they had the rifle advantage, but again, fantastic macro play, baiting all of Liquid over towards A.
But this time they're pushing. This is a different ball game altogether. The last few rounds they've been passive. The Tiger also finding them early, although after them stunning up the players, they're going to rotate a little bit more safely instead and actually double up into the B site maybe? No, they're going to go all the way back around to A. If this ends up on the B site again, I think we have problems. Instead though, an easy entry off the showstopper. It'll be free for Fnatic.
This is when they pulled the play around last time and went in towards B, which is why we've got Redgar holding on B this time, expecting the B hit to come through. The difference this time is Fnatic have read that super well, anticipating the response coming out of Liquid, and have gone in towards A. Derke playing at the bottom of the rope here, finds himself one. Sadly flashed out for a couple of seconds, but Leo going to pick up the pieces to keep things going.
Yeah, and they're being shut down from all angles. Nat's already making the decision to try and save, but he's going to be hunted down as well. Derke across the board, 5-0.
This is safe for Fnatic too. Really, Pearl feels like the only place who might have some success at this stage, and as we know, it's a Fnatic perma ban. There's a reason for that. And they're very grateful for the fact they get that ban. But those first 5 rounds, it has been like Fnatic playing with a dog toy. They've just been throwing them around the map, leading them astray, oftentimes as well. And it almost feels like they had around spawn, deciding where to go, teasing in towards us where they can. It's a double swing coming on through. It's good mid-control established, but immediately it is snatched back by Fnatic.
Yeah, and even Safe going down to 5 HP. I imagine he's going to try and rotate back around and get Yumpy to heal him up at least a bit. So it won't be the end of the world. First time we've kind of seen an early trade go in their favor. They've been caught up quite a bit. You'll be able to go around the corner. That's a real support player right there. He's willing to go the extra mile to try and help out his team.
Got these guys that just won't wait for me to heal them. All they want to do is charge off again. Got nurse and children, but for now they still have the chance to fight things through in this 4 versus 4. For the first time it feels in a long time, Liquid are kind of fully geared here and able to contest into players on Fnatic's side.
And the thing is, it's just being made awkward. All that utility, the Viper screen locking out any real angles. Now they're going to go pushing back through a stun up onto Soulcast. He's completely stuck in the mud here, pushed through, and timing's not going to be the best. He at least wins that initial battle, but the trade is immediate.
Ghost is there ready, and Sage's now going to poke his head through and hope for the very best. Elsewhere, it's Yumpy coming up against Chronicle. These two not realizing they're either side of this sound and bullet blocking screen. No one yet daring to cross. Chronicle bringing down Yumpy, changing responsibilities with Boaster, who was holding this angle previously back in the early game. But a 3 versus 2, and it feels once again that Fnatic will not be stopped.
Yeah, they've managed to make their way into the site. Again, just trying to bait out any utility that they can, and pinged up by Leo. He's just going to double up to close the round. So it's like every single time, like you're going to be commenting, okay, like Boaster's here, Boaster's on the side, so there's no longer this lag, there's no longer, and you can see Yumpy how long he took. He's like clearing everything, and even still he gets caught the second he tries to cross back into the site. There's no safe rotations right now.
We have got to see Safe come online, but I look back to Kellogg's yesterday and think about how well he was playing on the Neon, the space that he was creating on this map, and you start to get a little bit of hope for Liquid after the half. But you've got to get through this half first. Derke straight in, straight into spot and finds Yumpy as well, clearly expecting something else, but it's simply not to come. He just keeps on marching through, picks up 2. Who needs an ultimate?
I think Chronicle blinded, just trying for the spam. Safe, there he goes, finally turns up into the server. Looking to try and take this one on his own. It's left all onto Alpha. He's gone for this rotation back through mid. I don't think they have any idea where he is. Soulcast finally starting to realize it's a second crazy shot out from Alpha. The turret, but no! And he finally gets the kill! What is that from Alpha?
Fnatic and boots them into the pits. This second kill is unbelievable. Just a snap onto the head here. Oh my God. You pay good money for a shot like that.
Oh my. They challenged.
Oh, what is this? Chronicle sees one man. There's going to be a second stepping out. No, there isn't. Backs away just about in time, and here comes that lockdown. The beauty here as well is that he can still hold the angle with the Odin because they're going to get forced either on towards Sight or into his waiting arms. One tries to go for the challenge in the sky, but backs away immediately. Sight control very much established here for the side of Fnatic as they keep on marching through. And Redguard does finally shut down that pesky Odin, but Sight control has been lost. Oh, Derke in backside, they went a little bit too deep there.
Oh, they're starting to clear them out. Good work from Yumpy. Only one man watching that flank now. It's left on to Alpha. TP across. He's going to hear it. He's going to expect it. And he's spaced out both. Again, every time there's a chance, this man just puts a spanner in the works. It is clear to see why Fnatic have missed him. And now they can go into that filthy afterplan. Just sat back waiting in their crossfire. Anybody taps that spike, they've got the peak. Good flash. And this time, they managed to decimate Alpha. Yeah, he's not clutching out this one.
Whereas a Fnatic, they had a maxed out, I believe one of the players was completely maxed out on 9k credits. Was it Leo? No. Boaster was sat on 9k credits.
I think Alpha was as well.
They have got plenty of cash to make sure they can just go back into another full buy, whereas Liquid don't have that.
He's definitely someone who has donned the op and sniper in other games for quite a time, so no doubt that he can make it work. We'll get the opener, but it's an instant trade onto Redguard. Not the greatest of starts, but hey, at least bringing things back slightly more even with the weaponry they have on other players.
I mean, Redguard was the sacrificial lamb. Someone had to die there for him to be able to get away with it. Out comes the ultimate as well from Bosch as they charge on through. They want him to decide that. Oh, Nats looks completely the wrong way. Derke turns for another, gets himself 2 charges back already. Not that it matters, as this round is pretty much done and dusted. Save can try all he likes, but that Viper Pit again being pulled out at just the right time.
In this post plant, I don't know how they stand a chance. Derke so aggressively placed, especially with the Viper's Pit down, you're not going to expect him to be here. They are looking to clear those angles. Actually, the flash is perfect. That's at least the start. Now, having an operator going into a Viper's Pit, that's not going to help you. There needs to be a gun found, and Safe has found it. But there's so much left to do.
TY Derke gives the rifle on side and at least giving a little bit of renewed chance here in the 2v3, but that time waits for no one. It is ticking on down. Yampy finds one. Can he perk into a second as well? No, that he can't. It's back the other way. Safe's going to try what he wants. Taps one, but time is pretty much done here. Doesn't matter if he finds the kill.
I just hope they have something prepared when it comes to the next one. And even if they do, they don't win the pistol, Des. They're going to have to go into Haven and try and reverse sweep.
Just go into Haven against Fnatic and just reverse sweep it.
Yeah, just casual.
Mate, you should be a coach. Like, have you ever thought about applying?
Just win. That's what I've heard.
Impossible. We'll give him a chance. An aggressive push from Fnatic out towards C here as well. We've never seen this kind of push come out from Liquid, but Fnatic really want to take the fight in towards Spawn here. If they're looking towards B, they might find one. Chronicles found one on a swing out as well. Good bit of team play.
No.
There are 4 players coming in from behind here. What is that for a pistol force?
Oh, no.
And they've got the Spectre?
Oh, this is starting to get really worrying. This would basically just crush them, maybe even for the next map as well. I was hoping this would be a confidence builder for some of the players, and Yumpy's just been dinked up as well. Redguard finally gets the first kill on the board. Stun up is going to force them back in towards the site, and the remaining players of Fnatic, they're being held by a fragment for now, but they'll start their rotation.
It's a good hold by Soulcast as well, that Bulldog bullying Fnatic away. Still have the one on side to work with. It's Redguard towards the left. Leo finds one. Down to a 1 versus 1. Is this actually doable? Feels like it might be if he gets the read first, but doesn't find it.
He had Classics and a Ghost. Like, it's an absurdity. And now you look at what they're going to have to come in with here. There's already an Odin on board for Chronicle. I'm not even surprised by that anymore. An initial fake in towards this C site. And you can already see the beginning of rotations coming through from the Fnatic players as they look to go in the other direction.
Do they know? There's enough utility that went down there to maybe convince Fnatic, but I feel like they've read into it a little bit too intelligently. You can see a couple of players angling out towards B, almost as if they're ready to commit to it, but now they get the read. It could have been a second for Derke, but no. Yampy gets the shutdown, site control established, and this is when Fnatic all start their rotate over.
Yeah, he'll get Seekers. That's the one ultimate they're going to have ready for this after-plant position. Can maybe get a little bit of information as to where they're coming from, allow for those rotations to come in of his teammate.
There it comes. All the Seekers racing on up here, may even catch out onto one as well on the short-range side of things. Haunt goes to reveals location, but a full flash comes in, and Yampy goes into another. really making himself important in this round before finally being shut down by Leo. 3 still standing for Fnatic, and they've got 2 more to find. They get 1.
Oh no! He doesn't expect him to be that close. Left onto Nats in the clutch scenario though. Into the 1v1, time being bought on the spike, and Nats will keep it going a little longer.
That's not very British of you. We love an underdog normally.
I do love an underdog. Unfortunately, I'm not delusional. B site seems to be their best bet. Boaster just playing around a single smoke, waiting within it. He's gonna try and survive. I don't know how he's alive, but he's run out of bullets. Quickly decimated. Leo's found one, but Safe just looks to take control.
Notice the ones there as well. Great read in, and they have absolutely strung on their way through into sight here. Derke is in a 1 versus 2, has the ultimate on side. Does he believe in himself? Not quite as much as Nats does in himself.
5 ults. That's the thing. If Liquid survive this round, genuinely, then maybe I start to believe. Because if you can beat Fnatic with a 4x and 5 ults, then we're talking. Now the read wrong as they start to go back in the other direction. Spam through is going to do so much. These Odins have just caused issues, and now Chronicle watching his buddy from the sidelines. Lockdown now thrown in. This is looking bleak.
They're all going to back away. The thing is, they hadn't got the spike down here, so actually, it's far from the end of the world. They're going to hard rotate off and towards B and bring out the Viper's Pit as well. The Fade ult rolls across. Everything being dunked into such a small room here. They've got to find the kills, but it's Alfajer to collect a 3. Makes it his map, 13 and 6 to Fnatic.